In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to integrate Bolt.new and Supabase. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll have Bolt's AI builder connected to your Supabase account through a secure authorization flow, so you can build AI apps that read from and write to your databases with confidence. Before we start, make sure you're signed into both Bolt and Supabase in the same browser, and that you have permission to authorize apps for your Supabase organization. That will keep the process smooth. First, open Bolt.new in your browser to land in the Bolt AI Builder. From here, look to the bottom left corner of the interface. Hover over the profile icon. That reveals a small menu where you can access your account options. Click Settings to open your Workspace Settings panel. On the left side, find and select Applications. This page lists integrations Bolt can connect to on your behalf. Locate Supabase in the list and click it to open the integration details. You'll see an option to connect. Click Connect. Bolt will redirect you to Supabase to complete the authorization. This is normal and important. Authorizations happen on Supabase's domain, so you can clearly see what access is being requested and which organization it will apply to. On the Supabase permissions screen, review the scopes being requested. You'll see that the integration requests read and write access. In practice, that means Bolt will be able to read metadata and data needed by your app. And when you explicitly build features that modify your data, issue writes in line with your instructions. Nothing happens automatically. This simply enables capabilities you choose to use within Bolt. Take a moment to confirm you're using the right Supabase account at the top of the page. If you manage multiple organizations or environments, double-check the organization selector here. Choose the organization you want to grant API access to. Picking the correct organization matters because the access you approve will only apply to that organization's projects. When in doubt, match this to the org that contains the database your Bolt app will connect to. If your team uses role-based access control, ensure your user role has permission to authorize third-party apps. After you've confirmed the permissions and selected the correct organization, click Authorize Bolt. Supabase will process the request and then send you back to Bolt automatically. Back in Bolt, the Supabase tile should now show as connected. That indicates the OAuth handshake succeeded, and Bolt can securely interact with Supabase on your behalf under the permissions you approved. A quick recap of what we just did. We started in Bolt, navigated to Settings, opened Applications, chose Supabase, and clicked Connect. We reviewed the read and write permissions on Supabase's authorization page, selected the target organization, and finalized by clicking Authorize Bolt. That's the entire integration flow. A few best practices before you start building. Keep your data model and access rules in mind. If you use row-level security in Supabase, design your policies to intentionally allow the queries your Bolt app will perform. Work in a staging project first if you're experimenting, then repeat this authorization for production when ready. If at any point you need to change or remove access, you can manage third-party authorizations from your Supabase dashboard, and the status on Bolt's applications page will reflect that. Because OAuth ties access to your identity, using a dedicated service account is optional, but can simplify audit trails for larger teams. Also, keep an eye on organization membership. When teammates leave or change roles, review who can grant authorizations to ensure your security posture stays consistent. With the connection complete, you're ready to use Supabase as the backend for your Bolt projects. Thanks for following along and enjoy building.